Dear students, today I am going to give you the demonstration of determination of pK value of a weak acid using pH meter. For this, we need some devices, chemicals, glasswares, etc. This is the first device we require. That is called a digital pH meter, and this is a burette. This is a combined glass electrode. Combined glass electrode means the standard calomel electrode coupled with glass electrode. So this is the combined glass electrode we need, along with a small rubber tube which acts as a stirrer, and also we need the beaker containing the sodium hydroxide. This is the weak acid. So I have taken here acetic acid as a weak acid. So these are the some chemicals, glassware, devices we require. Let us begin the experiment here. The whole experiment is depending upon the Henderson equation, so in which the pH and pK are same at the half equivalence point. To calculate the equivalence and half equivalence point, we have to carry out this titration. So first thing is we have to fill this is the burette. In this burette we have to take this sodium hydroxide. So after filling the sodium hydroxide in the burette, we have to take the weak acid, acetic acid or formic acid, any weak acid in this small beaker. So into this beaker containing the weak acid, we have to immerse this glass electrode, combined glass electrode, along with this small rubber tube which mix up the whole solution during the course of a titration. So then we have to connect this electrode, combined glass electrode, into the pH meter. We already connected it. Let us switch on this. It gives some initial reading. So it is showing 2.01 here for the initial. This is the observation tabular column here. Volume of the NaOH in the increment of 0.5 ml here in the first column. Second column is a pH. I am noting down this pH 2.05 initial. So we have to add, after noting down this, we have to add the NaOH in the increment of 0.5 ml. I am adding 0.5 here. It is observed that the reaction mixture has to mix well here. It is observed that there will be a gradual increase in the pH value. So it is 2.82. Let us note down at the volume of 0.5, 2.82 or 4. So now similarly in the increment of 0.5 only, each time we have to add. How long we have to add? So again it changes to 3.16, 3.17 or 16. So how long we have to add means until getting a sudden jump. Somewhere in the middle of the experiment, that is 4 to 6 ml, we will get a sudden jump. So that jump stands for the completion of the reaction, that is neutralization of a weak acid by a strong base NaOH. That is the meaning of that equivalence point. Until getting that point, we have to do this experiment. So after getting that jump, we have to add 4 or 5 readings in excess to get the graph in accurate manner. So after getting those, we have to switch off all these instruments, devices, and then let us go for the calculation observation. I am going to show you the previous previous record here, where they have given the complete picture of these. So this is the tabular column containing 5 columns, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First column has the volume of the NaOH in the increment of 0.5, 0.5 to 10, then the pH value, whatever the instrument shows, we have to write down all these things here. Then it is the delta pH. This is the fourth column, delta V. At the end, delta pH by delta V, the fifth column. So what about this delta pH? pH means the reading it gives. How to calculate this delta pH? Delta pH is the successive difference of the two pH readings. For example, here 3.47 minus of 2.58, it gives 0.89. Similarly, 3.79 minus of 3.47, it gives 0.32. Like this, the successive difference of the pH value we have to write in the third column as delta pH. Similarly, delta V is the difference in the volume. So if you take any two difference, the volume difference is 0.5 only. The fourth column is a constant value, 0.5 from here to there. At the end, we have to divide the third column delta pH by fourth column delta V. It gives some readings. So now we have to plot two graphs. One to calculate the equivalence point and another is to calculate the half equivalence point. So the equivalence point can be calculated by plotting the graph of delta pH by delta V on the y-axis against volume of NaOH in the x-axis. Similarly, to calculate the half equivalence point, we have to plot the pH in the y-axis, volume of NaOH in the x-axis. So if you plot a graph here, the graph will be coming like this. You can see the nature of the graph for the equivalence point here. Volume of NaOH delta pH by delta V. Here at the volume of 7 we are getting the equivalence point. At the volume of 7 we are getting this equivalence point. So in the second graph pH, this is the pH value, this is the volume of NaOH. So here in this graph we have to calculate the half equivalence point. So let us mark the equivalence point that is obtained in the previous graph here, 7. So half of the 7 is 3.5. At the 3.5 half equivalence point, we have to note down this pH value. So it is around 4.9. At the equivalence point, half equivalence point, pH becomes equal to pKa, that is 4.7. So this is about the graphical representation. At the end, let us write the result. Equivalence point is 7, half equivalence point is 3.5, pH is 4.9 and also pKa value is also 4.9. So this is how we have to calculate this. No further calculation required. Thank you.